Welcome Princeps, and we're back for another Adeptus Titanicus battle report, and this time it's 2,000 points, and it's another match play using our objective style missions that we've been doing. And today I've got Matt Kane with us, and he's brought his alternative looking Gryphonicus, and he's going to tell you about his list.
Gryphonicus est, as it was aptly named by you. So my reason for my Legio being slightly different off colour scheme is because my Princeps Senioris is actually the brother of the senior Princeps of Gryphonicus, and they had a massive, great big bloodlust battle against each other and a falling out, and he was sent out on his own sub-crusade away from the rest of the Legio with his maniple, and because of his wanton lust for glory in combat, it's the reasoning behind all of my Reaver Titans all having close combat weapons. That's kind of the theme behind it.
It's the best way.
Yeah, I like to tell a story with them. So to that end, in my maniple, I have in my battle force, I have two maniples. I have a Venator light maniple. In the Venator light maniple, I have my Princeps Senioris, who is Agathon, and he has got a Melter Cannon, Reaver Titan Chain Fist, and a Vulcan Mega Bolter. And then I've got an additional Reaver as an upgrade from Warhound, because the Legio Gryphonicus allow you to do that. And he's got a Gatling Blaster, Reaver Titan Chain Fist, and a Vulcan Mega Bolter. And then I've got the Warhound in there, which I can only squeeze the points into to get dual Vulcan Mega Bolters. So that's my Corsair maniple, and then, it's wrong, my Venator Light maniple. And then I've got a Corsair maniple.
Did you have your Princeps trait in there, Matt, for your...
yeah, so...
For the Venator?
He has got Reckless Maverick.
Yes, the double
dudes.
Activation.
Yeah.
Dirty, naughty. I do like it. It's incredibly
It's risky
cool.
as well. You got to put your...
It is risky, but...
Reactor it by 3 points.
It is, but I love the whole risk-reward thing in this game. I think it's cool. Yeah. It's good.
So then my second maniple is a Corsair maniple of 3 Reavers. One has an Apocalypse Missile Launcher, a Laser Blaster, and a Reaver Titan Power Fist. The second has an Apocalypse Missile Launcher, a Laser Blaster, and a Reaver Titan Power Fist. And the third one has a Melter Cannon, a Reaver Titan Chain Fist, and a Turbo Laser Destructor.
Sweet. And you got the Cerastus as support?
Yeah, so 3 Lancers as a support banner.
Beautiful. And what's your Princeps trait for your second maniple, Matt? Or is it undecided at this time?
Taking the turn when I want it
Dominant
to.
strategist.
Is always a good one.
Yeah, really good utility, especially with a close combat orientated.
Yeah.
I think when you need that phase in the clutch, I think it's good.
Make the strategy happen when I want it to happen is always a good thing.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. Nice list. Obviously you can see they're really nicely painted. This is Matt's 2K list that he took at the Legio walk, so we're both running our 2K lists for this game because we don't get to play 2K that often, really. So we thought they'd be cool. Right, so my list, rocking my Mortis, and 2K, I've got a Ferox Light Maniple. It's a full Maniple, so 2 Reavers, 3 Warhounds. My Reaver Princeps has the Dominant Strategist trait as well, so if we both decide to use that at the same time, we'll have to roll off for it. So let's see what happens there. So he's got the Carapace Turbo Laser, a Melter Cannon, and the Gatling Blaster. I know it's Ferox, so he's got a bit more range capacity, but still handy within 2 inches. Second Reaver, Carapace, Vulcan Mega Bolter, a Melter Cannon, and a Chain Fist. And then the 3 Warhounds all have the Vulcan Mega Bolters and Plasma Blast Guns. And then I've got some support. So I've got 3 Questoris Knights with melee weapons, a couple of battle cannons, a thermal cannon, and an extra Melter Cannon on the Scion there. And then last but not least, I've taken the Titan of Legend, the Penumbral Reaper. Ferox can't take Warlords, so he, I think, is a really nice support Warlord for this maniple because he gives friendly Titans get +1 to command rolls, which is really good, especially when you're running Warhounds. and he also gives reroll 1s to friendly titans with weapons with a melee trait. So even though I've only got the Reaver has a melee weapon, and the Warlord itself has a melee weapon, it will still apply to smash attacks for the other titans. So I just think he fits in really well with a Ferox, being that choppy.
He really lives up to the support element, doesn't he? I mean, his additional factors really support the rest of the mana pool really well as being hard as nails himself.
Yeah, I mean, he gets extra. His weapon skill is 4+ for a Warlord instead of the 5+. So with the claw, it's +2.
Being able to reroll.
So you're hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. So he's a monster. He's really good fun. I never really have any more expectations for him rather than trying to run him up the battlefield like a madman. It's just cool. So that's my list. That's our lists. We're going to go and deploy, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Okay guys, we are deployed and we have a close quarters deployment. Let's go over the mission first. So we have 4 objectives in like this diamond shape across the battlefield, all 12 inches in from the centre of their board edge. We're using the Sanders chart for kills, so a maximum of 25 points can be scored from engine kills. The objectives, however, we each have 1 on our side of the table. They are worth 0 to us, the one in your own half. The ones in the centre of the board, at the end of the game, if they are controlled by a unit, they are worth 5 points each. If you can take the objective in your opponent's half, that is worth 10 points. So that's an extra 20 points can be scored there. So it's the same rules as you've seen before. If another unit is within 3 inches, they are contested. You cannot contest an objective if the scale of your unit is half of your opponent's. Okay, so 45 points, and then plus any stratagems if you wish to play it that way. So we're down, deployed. Matt's gone heavy over on this flank with all these Reavers here, and with the close quarters. His thrusters are pushed up, then the Warhound, and then the back line of Reavers. There is a command bastion there in his deployment zone to give him a reroll for a command, foul command, within 18 inches. Okay, so on my left flank, I've got my Reaver Princeps. I've got these guys, Questoris, that had to push out 18. Then my close combat Reaver, my Warlord in the centre, and then my squadron of 3 hounds. They were in the middle deployment, section B, which is the 12 inch up. So Matt has the highest scale unit in section A with the Lancers. So for first turn, first player, Matt will be rolling a d6 and I'll be rolling a d10. Are you ready, Matt?
As I'll ever be.
Let's go. So I've got a 9.
And I got a 1. That's a good start.
I mean, even if Matt got a 6, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so
you want to give me first turn, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm a little bit scared of these guys, so I'm going to have to try and do something about that. So I'll be first player, and we'll see after some strats and orders. Okay, strats and orders complete. I might have said previously that you get a reroll with the Bastion. You don't, that order will be failed, and you can make 1 more order. So we have done this right in this phase, but as you'll see, I have just done 1 full stride out on this flank. I did no more orders. I'm going to run at my initiative. Matt has gone hell for leather. He's gone full stride on the Lancers. 2 Reavers there with full stride dice. That one with the Gatlings one that failed, was it Matt, the hammer?
Yeah, he failed.
He failed.
This one
full stride.
Got it.
And this one
and this
got it. And the Hound's running at his initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So lots of full strides from Matt there.
So I failed on this guy.
Yeah.
And I got 1 more afterwards, which I did it on.
You used the Bastion, absolutely. So I'm being a little more cagey. There's a lot of close combat weapons there. Maybe I'll try and play the game, a longer game than me just running like an idiot. We'll see. So that was strats and orders. We're going to go.
Some voice player you are.
I know, yeah. We're going to do some moves. Okay, so movement phase done, and we're just going into some repairs. A little overview. So I've been very cagey, and I've just kind of shuffled up really, maybe trying to play the long game a bit more. And
that's what he said.
yeah, I'm actually just petrified. A little, and I will obviously be moving a bit further up on that flank. And yeah, Matt's got all his like full strides. Of course, he can move left and right with his Corsair Reavers. And Matt's been a little bit more aggressive than I am, and he's tucked his Cerastus in here nicely because I'm trying to set up some shots with my Warhounds. So that was moves. Nothing too spectacular just yet. Going into repairs, there isn't much to do, but we are going to video this Warhound. Matt pushed for moves and went straight into the orange with a double roll.
The only thing that got a double.
Yeah,
of course.
Classic Warhound.
Aye.
Classic Warhound double. So D6 it, my friend.
4.
So 4.
Power failure. Oh, great. So I've got no shields.
Voids collapse. Okay. So
fantastic.
Voids are dropped, but no, but no damage. So I think other than that, we've got just like the 1 or 2 pips of heat, which is nothing to really talk about. So we're going to finish that off, and then we'll go into the combat phase. Turn 1, combat phase. I'm the first player. I'm going to start with the Reaper. I'm going to go down range. I'm going to pick on that Warhound, which has dropped its shields. So I can see it with the Plasma, -2. I am not sure of the corridor for my lasers, so I'm going to double check that off cam and come back to it. Okay, so the laser blast is well out of arc. I've obviously got squiffy eyes, but the plasma gun is absolutely fine. So -2 to hit. He's behind that building. I'm going to need 5s. I'm going to maximal fire it, so 1s will heat me up. And I rolled absolutely diddly, and a single 1. So for that effort, my plasma's going up 1, and the Reaper's done. So a quick back and forth. Matt's activation was this Reaver. It was just behind here. Slunk out, hugging this building now, and I just moved mine up 6 inches with my full stride, and it will go back to Matt for another activation. So another quick back and forth. Matt moved this guy up, just 6 inches move, just behind this guy, and then I activate my knights with no targets, and it's going to go back to Matt for another activation. Matt's activation, he's doing this Warhound, going down range at this Warhound. He's got 1 bolter that can shoot, but with cover it's -2, so 6 shots hitting on 5s, rapid. Some rapids there, we got 4 hits.
4 hits.
Okay, I will not be pushing at this stage. Oh dear, these dice are terrible. They're new as well. Okay, so I think that's Voids down. Which one is that, Matt?
Good start, wasn't it?
Who's that one? Fear?
Fear Incarnate.
Fear Incarnate has no voids. Well done, Fear. Okay, back to me.
Shooting text.
Okay, I'm activating Fortune of War, and I'm picking this guy here behind the building, so I'm going to be -2s. I would rather have this one, but I would have suspected I would have been out range. So here we go, with the bolters, hitting on 5s. Oh, well, that's better. Okay, so missed 2. So 2, 4, 6, 7 hits.
Wow. I'm going to push it.
He's going to push it. There we go. Oh, it is.
Another 2.
Matt loves a double reactor roll.
A double.
Rolling to hit.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, some. What have we got there?
2 shields gone, but
2
no
down.
1s. Typical.
No rerolls, but 2 down. That's pretty good shooting. Okay, so now I've got the hot stuff coming in. So I'm gonna have to put it around here. This point I can see, and hitting on a 5. For a miss and a scatter. So it'll be just over the shoulder there, and it's going back 4 inches, so it's not going to hit a damn thing. splat. So yeah, happy with that though. 2 shields and 2 shields. So Matt's activation, another Reaver move. This guy just pushed up a little bit here. I think he was about there somewhere. So a lot of full strides and movement going on in Matt's first turn. So I've got my last activation, which is the squadron. So I'm going to have to pick targets as they go. So I'm going to start with this guy. And he's going to target the Cerastus. So I'm gambling on some arc here. Yeah, if I can get the shot, then that'll be the best thing for me. So I'm going to check that arc and come back. Okay, so arc check. The arc is good, but the cover is also very good as well. So it's going to be -2, and at this range, I'm hitting on 6s. But if I can get it, it's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to place the template on that rear guy there, because that's the best one I can see.
This one?
Yeah, overlapping one of those.
Yep.
So that's as much as I can get. It's as much as I can see. So 2 shots. I'm going to max them all it, and desperate for a 6. No, a 5 and a 3. So it's 2 scatters. Desperate for a 1. 8 flying off the table. Come on, 1s. And that way 7 to smash onto that building there. So didn't get it, but Matt's sweating there. All it takes is 1 lucky dice roll. Right, on to the rest of the squadron. Well, you're saving on 2s, aren't you? Yeah, I suppose it's worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, hitting on 5s. I don't fancy my chances.
It is 3.
It's 3. So you got a 2-up save at this point.
1 goes through.
It's failed 1. I think I need a 6 to do a direct. So that would be a 7.
Negative.
Negative, yeah. So now I will move on to the next hounds. So this guy here is going to target this Reaver here. Now, range-wise, I think I'm only going to get the plasmas in target.
The
So
bulk mega bolt is at -2, but the plasmas at no minus.
no minuses. So let's check the range. I think if Matt can do that for me, because that would be easier.
Which one first?
So it's this one here, and he's going at this
24
one here.
inches for the plasma?
Yeah, and 20 for the bolters. What have I got? Anything?
Oh, no.
Zippo.
Plasma is
Yeah,
just out of
short
range
by
for
about a
shots
couple of
you-
inches, yeah. So I didn't really have any other targets he could see from the angle. And then this one here, I'm going to try and chew on this guy. So if you could check the ranges for me for that one, Matt. I think the plasmas might be the only thing in range. Again, that might come short.
by
a
hair's
couple of
whisker.
mil. So
And obviously the mega bolt is there now.
yeah, definitely short. So
range.
I was really just trying to save them for these guys jumping out, but being out activated, it was proving difficult. So I'm all done. Going back to Matt. So Matt's activation, he's going to start picking on with that Reaver on my shieldless hound here. So the bolters are out of range. He's just got the Gatling. So 6 shots, hitting on 3s. What we got?
Cocked. 2 misses.
2 misses, 4 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so location and damage, please. It's the
Body.
body. He's a strength 5
Fives.
ordnance, yeah. So reroll that 1. Right,
2
so we've
fives.
got
So I think that's 2
2
direct,
10s,
isn't
which
it?
will probably do it, and that's on fear. Yep. 10s are directs, 2 pips of damage.
Better than nothing, isn't it?
Better than nothing at all. And Matt can. I'm all done, so Matt will pick another. So Matt's last 2 activations over on this flank, pushing this Reaver up from about here to here, and these Cerastus have popped out from this building. Danger close, but it is the end of the turn, so there could be a lot happening in turn 2. No critical damage, so nothing to do in the end phase, and everything's still on the board and all to play for. So we'll see you in turn 2. Okay, going into turn 2, there will be no first player roll off. I'm using my dominant strategist now, and Matt is happy for me to do so. So here we are on the board. I mean, that is a wonderful collection of close combat Reavers. That is scary as hell. I'm totally out activated. I don't know if the squadron thing was a good idea now, but I'm rolling with it. It's only turn 2. So yeah, Matt's super aggressive. I like it. I'm being a weird Mortis reserve person. Don't judge me. So yeah, turn 1. It's going to be me. We're going to go chicken noises. We're going to do some strats and orders. Okay, so no strats were played, and we've got some orders. So let's go over here. Nothing. This guy's got a full stride going on there, and then you've got a charge here.
Yep.
And a charge with Cerastus.
Yep.
Okay, and then over here I've got a full stride on my knights, and then I've got squadron first fire on my hounds. Now, I was an idiot, and I took the dominant strategist at the beginning of the turn, and I did know this, it's per phase, and Matt has used his at the beginning of the movement phase, so he's going to get his charge off. So I was thinking, yeah, I'll go first and get the movement phase. The movement phase is a whole new phase after strats and orders, so it was ridiculous of me, and I'm now going to pay for being a moron.
That's what happens when you be chicken.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go straight into the movement phase, and I think you want to open up with that, don't you?
Yeah.
Go for it. Okay, so Matt wasn't sure which way he wants to go, because there's lots of targets of opportunity here for those Cerastus. So being that they're a unit without split fires, he has to target, as far as I understand it, one of these hounds, and there was 3 to choose from. So obviously he was worried about my arcs, but with space that he had available, he's decided he's going to... Which one are you going to thump? The one on the left?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
He decided he's going to thump this one, and that was good enough. So he had what, +2 attacks for that closest distance? Yep. Yeah, +2, and they got 2 each. Yeah, so and they're all the same weapon.
Yeah.
Would you like to pick a location?
Has he got any damage to anywhere yet?
No.
It's this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with your body.
Body. Yeah, longest track, but the softest part, really. So.
Yeah.
Right. So 8 attacks, hitting on 2. Which is a lot.
2 misses.
2 misses. So that's 6. Their strength 8.
Yeah.
And 10s will do it, so 2 pluses effectively.
Well, there's your
2 2s, right? So that's 2 10s. Let me do that.
3 is going to be a.
Which hound is that, Matt? Oh, that's Canis Dominus. I know that. So that's 2 directs for a start.
And that one is an 11. So
it's an 11, which is another direct.
And then we got 3 12s.
3 12s, right? Okay. So they are devastating hits. So the first one takes it to the end of the track, and then I've run out of track, which will go 2 crits. So VSG burnout, reactor leak 2, reactor leak as well on VSG. So yeah, I'm surprised I didn't die.
So am I.
Okay, that was interesting. Okay, game on. Okay, so back to the movement phase. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my first fire with my Warhound Squadron. So I'm going to start with Canis here, and I'm going to pick my plasmas on maximal. So I'm Ferox, so I'm hitting on 3s, and they'll effectively be strength 11. So 2 shots. Where's the template? Let's get that. Somewhere where it's hitting 2, because you'll take the casualties from wherever you like anyway. So okay, let's roll. Oh, he's got 2 misses. Okay. So that way's 3, that's nothing. And that way 4. Oh.
It gets 1.
Gets 1 hit. Okay, so it's 1 hit. It's bypassing iron shields at this strength. And just roll good. Okay, it's 2. So 11, 13.
It's a devastating.
It's a devastating hit. Okay, so the next hound, he's going to do his first fire. I'm going to use the plasmas again, exactly the same thing, maximal fire. Hitting on 3s because I can use my ballistic skill being Ferox for 2 hits. So how many is that going to be in total? So it'll be 2 for the whole.
Yeah.
So it's 4 plus another 2 from.
So
it'd be 6 hits.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So it's 3 hits per one.
5, 6.
Yeah.
6.
So 6. Bypassing ions. Matt was brave. In fact, I mean, say he's brave. Normally it's nailed on, isn't it, to charge 3 lancers into a warhound. Okay, so we've got a 1 there. So Maximals is effectively 11 because it's Ferox. So 2 13s.
So that takes it to the top and then resets
14.
it,
Yeah.
and that's 1 dead.
Yeah. And then I've got,
devastating.
there's a 6 there, so it's another critical.
So leave me with 1. Right.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so got 2 out. Matt passed his shake and check. My last squadron, first fire, is going to be this hound on this Reaver, and I'm going to use the bolters this time. Lots of 1s and 2s, so we've only got 3 hits, 3 voids to make.
I ain't gonna push it.
It's confident.
I'm alright.
Confidence is high. He's good. Okay, so that was my first fire activation. Lots to do there. Okay, Matt's gone in with a charge with this Reaver on this hound. So he's gone 9 inches. So it's +3 attack. So he's got this lovely converted sword. It is a chain fist for all intents and purposes in this game. So 3 attacks with the fist, +3.
Yeah.
So 6 attacks.
I'm Ferox, and I'm on your flank, so I'm +2 strength as well.
Okay, yeah, you'll be on my front up.
Okay.
So you are Ferox though. So roll a hit first. Did you want to target any particular?
You've got a damaged body, haven't you?
I have got damaged body.
So
Target body.
Pluses to that.
Let's have a look for you. So 6 attacks coming in, targeting the body. He's getting a +1 to that as well. So 2s.
Yeah. They all hit.
They all hit. Okay, let's see if this Reaver can show the Cerastus what it's doing in combat. So it's strength 8 normally, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're Ferox, so it's effectively strength 9.
Yeah.
Plus
1
from there, so it's effectively strength 10.
There's a 1.
There's a 1, but we've
That's
got...
a rending.
Ah, yes,
So it's +D3 to that, which is another 6. So it's another 3.
Okay, so keep that to one side, because that's a critical anyway.
Plus 13. So strength
10, I think we said. So
11, 12.
So 2 12s?
Yeah.
Okay, excuse my camera work while I do my chart. That was fear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 2 12s. So that's off the track now for a devastating. So it was 2 devastatings have turned it into a critical. I'm now compromised.
13.
So basically these are now criticals. Yep. Critical.
15.
Critical.
And
critical. Okay. Engine kill. Boom! First blood goes to the Griffs. Okay, so engine kill, roll that d10. There's no heat on the hounds, there's no plussing. It's a 9 magazine detonation. Okay, so let's look at that chart and we'll come back. Okay, so it explodes with a strength 8 detonation. It was a 7-inch blast because of the scale plus the D3 Matt rolled. Which time would you like to roll for first for hits?
might as well do my Reaver first.
Okay, so this is bypassing voids within 2 inches. Takes...
Of course it takes 6
hits. Yeah, location and damage.
Legs.
The legs. Okay, strength 8 times 6.
There's a 6. So we got 3 10s.
Which I don't think will do anything.
That's 11.
11s, yeah.
A 12,
Mhm.
which is a direct.
Another 12.
Yeah, another 12. So that's, oh, sorry, I've just done the body. That's 2 direct.
Yep.
And a 14,
14.
which is a devastating.
Devastating. So not quite compromised, but a lot of pips. And then D6 hits on my warlord for 3.
Should have done that. Yeah.
So these do not bypass void shields, I believe. I think you need to go the full explosion, the 10 for that one.
Okay.
So 3 voids. Made them all.
Okay.
And the warhound is a hole in the ground. Engine kill, Griffs. Okay, so it was my activation in the movement phase, and I just thought I'd show this. So, being fully aware that Matt can activate this guy again, I know it pushes reactor 3 times, but it's totally worth it. He could, and he's got a charge order. He could probably swing here and still be within 2-inch reach in the front arc and start slamming into the Reaper. So I thought I better move him next, because all I've got to do is move forward enough, because he can't, has to move in a straight line. So and duck around this building. So push for moves, roll a Machine Spirit. I then rolled a 1. So I don't know what's going to happen to him. So let's find out. So Matt's got the chart. I'm rolling a dice. I've rolled a 5.
Predatory. Choose one of the Titan's weapons at random using the table on the weapon hit location. If that weapon is disabled, or if there are no enemy units within its firing arc, treat this as a result of belligerent instead. Otherwise, the Titan attacks with the chosen weapon, targeting the nearest enemy unit within its firing arc, and using a ballistic skill of 4+.
Okay, so by the sounds of that, I imagine it's just the roll for these two, because you can't shoot a fist. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be these, and now I get to shoot with a ballistic skill of what?
4+.
4+. So the only one I've got downrange is this Reaver here. So 4+. Let's check the cover. It's going to be -2, probably -1. So the -1 at long range anyway. So the ones on the left are these 3 shots each, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 of them can't hit, can they?
You always hit on 6s in 80.
Yeah.
6s always hit. So we roll this one. Drop one on the floor for nothing, and then the other one, this is a 4, -1 on that side. 2 hits.
6s.
Yes, because long range. Yeah. So absolutely nothing at all. And then he's just going to stand there like a goose. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. Signing off. Okay, moves overview. Yeah, so I've started on the easy bit. So I've just kind of pushed up with my single lone guy here, who's going to be taking on 2 potentially, all on his own now. Basically, Matt's kind of pushed up with everything that he could. These guys, we saw they first fired and all those combats, and then you saw the Princeps guy smash the crap out of that Warhound. So what I was worried about, and because my Warlord failed that movement, is Matt can activate this guy again. It pushes your reactor 3 times, which is obviously a lot of heat, but the reward can be massive. So I was worried about him. I think he could have gone straight past this building and still within 2 inches an arc to swipe him with his chained fist sword thing. So it's forced me to bring my Knights back and this Reaver back, and I kind of want to be going forward with everything at this point. So this failure here and destruction of that Warhound here has put me on the back foot definitely and brought me back. So that's where we have movement. Matt's kind of dominating this flank and this flank now, and it's looking good. So we're going to do some repairs. We're going to film this bit because Matt's still got, I think, this hound. It's the only hound, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the orange. So he's going to roll for that.
D6.
That's another 5.
Another power failure.
So it then turns to D3, strength 9, hits to the body. It goes up into the next bracket.
Yeah.
For
So
1. Strength 9. Superficial.
Well, that was lucky.
That's it, and then you can do your repair rolls for that.
Double 2.
Double 2, beautiful.
Brilliant.
Just what we needed. So I think the rest of it's just going to be shields and plasma, which is an interesting to video. So we're going to get on with that, and we'll see you in the combat phase. Okay, combat phase. Matt is first player, and he's going to start with Cerastus because I think whoever shoots first wins that fight. So he wants to get in there quick. So I'll give Matt a little info on Canis Dominus because he's pretty beat up. The body, mate, getting +3, and I've taken 2 crits. So
I'm going to go for the body then.
the body it is.
Okay.
So starting with the lances.
Yeah. 2 hits.
2 hits. So straight 8, 11 effectively. Oh, so there's 2 16s. So that's 2 crits. That is engine kill.
Boom! Engine kill!
I'm not in the orange, so it's a straight up D10.
Engine kill.
6. I do believe that's wildfire. So Matt can check it for me.
Yeah, wildfire.
Okay, so I'm going to spin and stay exactly where I am.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire with all my weapons, I believe.
Each of its weapons that's not disabled, one after the other. Each one must target the nearest unit, friend or foe.
Yep.
That is within its arc.
It's
Range, line of sight. Count the Titan's ballistic skill as 5.
5. Yep.
While we're resolving each shot.
Okay, so I can't use any of my special abilities, so no boosting the plasma and stuff like that. So I'm going to start with the bolters. Ballistic skill 5, but short range, so I'll be hitting on 4s. For 3 with rapid. So what's your save now with 1? So it's only...
That's strength 4, right?
Yeah, but it's... Do you still get your ferox?
They don't get ferox. Not my knights don't.
No, my hounds are ferox, so it pluses 1 to your strength of your weapons. Any bonuses? No, I didn't think so. So strength 4.
With 1 knight remaining is 5, so it's 4 plus with the shield.
4 plus. Times 3.
1 goes through?
1 goes through. I think I need a 6. 5. No, nothing for that. Right, these are the ones that count. So 2 plasmas.
I don't think I can get a save with 1 nut. No, I can't.
So I need them to hit. So 5s. Here we go. All or nothing. 2 4s. Close but no cigar. So let's template up. Give that to Matt.
If you get direct hits,
it's going 10 inches a long way away.
Not direct hit.
Okay. And that is going back 9 inches the other way. So that is not going to, shouldn't hit anything either. Miles away.
No.
And then I do believe I fall. I'm going that way straight into Cerestus. So you will get iron saves, I'm sure, because I'm only scale 6.
Okay.
So there is no. I'm not sure. I can't remember if collision damage is +1, so I will double check. Yep. So it's D6 hits, strength of scale, which is 6. So it is 6 hits. So Matt does get his iron saves for this. 4 ups.
Yeah. Well, it would be 5s, but because of the shield.
Because of the shield, yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's always failed. 4. Okay. So I need to roll super well. Here, strength 6. What are you? 10's minimum to do any damage?
9's minimum.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So an 8 would be nothing.
Yeah.
So I've got 1 10.
Which is a direct.
And then I've got 2 12s.
Which are both directs. 9 to 12 is.
Yeah.
So it leaves me with 1 point.
1 pip left. Okay, well that's better than nothing.
That was lucky.
And then Canis is toast. Okay, so I'm picking the Penumbral Reaper and I'm going down range of this Reaver that's popped out there right in front of him. So the buildings are in front, but I've got a nice corridor in between the plasma and the lasers are on top of high enough. Can you check the range for us please, Matt? I think I'm still in long range for the lasers. 16 inches would be short range. Long range.
Oh. Yeah, again, by like a whisker.
A few mil. So 6 shots. Hitting on 4s. I'm going to shield bane this for 1 hit, and I've got 3 hits.
I'll push it for 1.
For 1 hit.
Was that 3?
It was 3 hits with shield bane. Yeah, so you'll be on 4 ups. 3 swings. Okay.
Oh no, and I can't even re-roll it.
Okay, but you've still got voids, I imagine.
Yeah. 1 void.
1 void left. Okay, so the plasma, I won't be maximal in it. I'll just be trying to get some hits on you for 3 more.
I ain't even going to bother pushing it now.
Would you like to overload? It's always an option. But if they go bang, they go bang.
Let's do it.
He's made it.
Hey! First time ever.
Okay, so not bad. Great overloading there from Matt, and that was the Reaver. So Matt's activation, he pushed up this Reaver that was just kind of back there, getting super aggressive on me now. It's really scary. I'm going to activate this Reaver here, and I'm going to try and target it. So I can see with the bolters, if I'm in arc with the melter, it's going to be at -2. So we're going to start with the bolters. Matt, can you check the range for me, please? Because that is probably quite close to 20.
It is 20.
Perfect. So firing with the bolters, you got what, 1 void left?
Yeah.
Okay, 1s and 2s there, ignore them. So we've got 3 hits plus a 6 for 4 void saves.
Overload.
You can overload with 4.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Hey! Cocked.
He's done it. Okay, and
second time ever.
Just going to check the arc on the melter. Yep, so the melter's in arc, but he has got cover from this building here, so I will be needing, if you can stick a template on there, Matt,
yep.
that'd be great. I will be needing a 5. I've got a 6, so that's 2 more voids. what are you doing?
Overload. Ah, they're gone.
Okay, so the shields are completely blown, you can't even relight them, but yeah, some good rolling there. I do like an overloaded void shield, I think it's quite tense, it's quite good fun. Yeah, that was my Reaver.
So missiles?
Okay, Matt's going over this Reaver and he's going to pick on these knights that I've had to run across in front of him. So missiles first. Oh, what?
One hit.
1 hit.
Yeah.
So strength 4, 3 of them. It is a 4+ save. What do I get? 5? That's good enough. Okay. Now here we go. Nasty lasers. So there be 16-inch. So I think you'll be in short range.
Okay.
Would you like? You can shield bane these, and it will reduce my ion save. But I don't know if you'll need to. Let's just check. So a strength 8 weapon against 3 knights. So I get a 6+ save. If you shield baned it by pushing your reactor, I would have no save.
Let's do that.
1 heat, shield banged up. So I have now no save. 3 shots coming in. 1 hit,
2 hits.
2 hits. So they go through. Strength 8. 10 and a 13. So a 10 is a direct, 13 devastating. I'm at the end of the track, but still got 3 knights, just about.
That's him activated.
All done. Activating Thunderchild and going down rage in front of this scary Reaver in front of him. So I will start with the Gatling, so 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. More 1s. But still get 4 hits in there.
He'll push it.
1 heat. Fully voided. Lots of good rolls. 6s and all sorts. So 1 heat, no shields dropped. I'm going to fire the lasers. I'm going to shield bane these.
Okay.
For 1 heat and 2 hits.
Yeah, I'll push it again.
Pushing again.
For 1 again.
1 heat. 2 saves on 4+, re-rolling 1s. Drops 1 shield. Okay, and then I've got the melter, which will go straight over the top. Which scatters. Of course they do. Right, if I give you that, Matt. It's going 1 inch, so it's going to be
still
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I ain't going to push it this time.
Not going to push it. And makes them again.
Right.
Good, rolling. That was my Reaver. So Matt's picking his Princeps and going some tough shots at those Kniggetts. Starting with his bolters. -2. He's got some 6s, hit on 5s. So 5 hits in total.
That's
So they're
1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
And an extra one there. So these are strength 4 with 3 knights, 4 up saves. Not as resilient, so 3 go through. So you need a 6 somewhere. A 9, oh 9 will do it as well, direct hit. So that will take one out. And then take a shaken test. Which is a fail. So that full stride now goes to a shaken order. And then,
The molten melter misses because of -2.
yeah, scatters. I think it's the one you said you can see at the back there.
Yeah, well I can see his shoulder pad as well.
So
I'll
stick
go
it on there.
Oh,
why am I rolling it? It's your turn. Getting excited.
Can I have
I'll give them to you. 3 inches. It's 1.5, isn't it? So Just going to go here and miss.
Gonna get it.
No. So 1 knight down. So he's taken out the full stride order, which is very handy because I had plans for them. Activating my knights, and now I can't move. I'm on shutdown. I will shoot at this guy, so I'll be at -1 ballistic skill. So the battle cannon, I think ballistic skill 4 anyway, so I'll be 5s for 1 hit with the battle cannon. 1 void to make. It's 4, it's good. And the melter, 5 as well, that misses. And that was a quick one with my knights. Matt's activation, he picked his hound to pick on my warlord, but he knew it was a gamble for the range and didn't make the 20-inch range. I think the last activation I've got is my hound and down here. I don't think I've got any targets, so I'm just going to have a quick check. So yeah, this hound didn't have anything in arc or in range, so Matt's coming over here and he's going to pick this Reaver and go on to Thunderchild. Missiles first, all hit. Okay, 5 hits. I'm going to push for saves for 2. It's alright, he's okay. I probably can't push much more than that. Still got 4 voids, rolled 2 1s, dropped 2. He's at 50%-ish.
Okay, and the lasers.
Okay. So
I'll push them.
Yeah, short range. So check the range to see if it's in long or short. 16 is short range. I think you'll probably be okay. Yeah, you're in short range. So
pushing it.
Pushing.
For what?
1 heat. 3 shots. Hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
2 hits. So I'm on a 5 up. Okay. 5 a load, then they're gone forever, and I'll be saving on a 3 up because you've shield banged. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to be that guy. I'm going to overload. Oh, he's rolled 2 2s.
Oh, me.
Boys are exploded, and we've got this.
No, if you're overloading, it saves on 2+.
It does save on a 2+,
oh,
but shield bane still affects it. It reduces your save, so. They are blown, and I've got this melter guy coming up next. So I've got no more activations. That guy was finished, wasn't it? Because he's got a fist as other weapons. Yeah. Is this your last activation?
Yes, it is.
So straight in.
Melter first.
Melter first. Coming in hot. Oh, the classic melter miss.
Can I use your scatter?
Yeah. Can you reach? It's going this way, 7 inches, bang, into the hill.
Rubbish! Okay, my lasers then.
1 hit, strength 8.
Into a weapon.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Going from left to right, the Gatlings. Yeah, just roll, see what you get. You might roll a 1, no. That is going to disable the Gatlings. Okay.
Oh, well, that was incredibly rubbish.
Okay, so that was the end of the combat phase. We're going to check our critical damage. End of turn 2. There is no critical damage to do, but we are all up in it, as you can see here. Matt defending this objective, which is worth nothing to him, but 10 to me. I'm sitting on a 5. Matt, I mean, he's not sitting on it, but he could take it at any moment if he wanted. And he's putting real.
That's what she said.
And he's putting real pressure on with 3 Reavers coming in on a 10-point objective here. Plus, he's got 2 engine kills, 2 warhounds. So Matt is in the driving seat at the end of turn 2. We'll see you in turn 3. Okay, going into turn 3, I would say Matt is in a really good position. He's got this wonderful diagonal line of green sweeping this direction across the thin red and black line. Yeah, he's in a good position. Obviously there's a lot going on here. A big turn 3 initiative roll about to happen. Lots could go down here.
Am I ever going to get one?
I hope not, because I was such a moron using my dominant strategist. So whatever you do, don't watch these videos and think you're going to learn how to play Titanicus.
On the other hand, think, yes, I'll watch it to learn, because I'll pick something else up.
Don't do that. He's stupid. Yeah, just watch this because you like watching Titanicus. It's probably the best way to go about it. Okay, so turn 3, play a roll. I've got a 9. Matt's got 3.
What a surprise!
Thank God for that. I'm in dire straits.
Win.
I'm taking it. Okay, so turn 3, strats and orders. Loads going on. So let's start with Matt's because he threw down the Long Retreat and Great Crusade Titans. So the Long Retreat is basically giving his Ferox Titans the no penalties to move in backwards and sideways, and the Great Crusade Titans is effectively he's going to give him +2 attacks to all his charges regardless. I threw down Warlust, as anyone that's seen my stuff knows I enjoy, and it's given me +2 inch movement to all my boosted moves. And then I chopped Blind Barrage down on this guy, which might seem a bit odd, but there's a reason for it which will come clearer later in the turn depending on how it unfolds, because obviously you can't have it your own way. And then orders wise, we just went mental. So we've got charges here. I think all of these got charges.
He
failed it, didn't he?
Yeah.
So your Princeps and the Reaper.
He got first repairs.
Emergency repairs, yeah, and you got him out of trouble with the heat, didn't you? And relit shield, so it was a good roll for that. Got charge order here. Cleared the Shaken on the Knights, which was good. We all rolled quite well. I did emergency repair here. I got my gun back online, but I'm getting chased down. I think they both got charges. This guy.
No, this guy hasn't.
This guy hasn't, but this guy has, and this guy has a charge as well. So this turn's going to be messy. There might not be a lot left on the board in turn 4. So that was strats and orders. We're going to go into movement. So I've kicked off the movement phase. I kind of really wanted to focus more over here, but I feel that if I can get rid of this Cerastus, it gives me a Titan out on this flank. So I've done my charge. He's got a couple of pips of damage left on this Cerastus, but I wasn't, I was within 3 inches and getting no bonus. I've got D3 attacks to try and kill this Cerastus.
It's worth noting that because you are Ferox,
yeah.
I don't get a save in this.
Yeah, because of my so it's scale +1 for the strength, and I'm Ferox as well for another +1. So it makes it strength 8. It does bypass. I need a good roll. It's probably going to be terrible. Let's find out. Okay, that's something. That's a start. Okay, so I've got 3 attacks.
3 ones.
So now I'm hitting on 3s.
Because of ballistic skill.
So I can use my ballistic skill. Okay. Okay, so far so good.
Okay, so your strength +1 go Ferox.
Yeah, so it's 8 effectively.
Okay, so
I need 2s.
2s.
And how many? I need 2 of them.
Yeah. Got him.
Oh, it's okay. It all worked out well. Okay, it's not an engine kill, but it's quite satisfying.
It's a night house kill.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I'd lost this flank completely, it would have been a whitewash. So it gives Matt something to think about, but he's got some big moves coming up. So that's a little cut in. We're going to get back to the movement. Okay, Matt's activation was on this road, and he's gone straight forward, following this line, and he's still within arc and 2 inches of my Warlord. He's moved 6, so he's got +2. He's also got the Great Crusade Titans. He's getting another 2, so that's 4, plus a Chainsaw Fist, which is 3.
And I'm Ferox, and I'm on your flank.
Yeah. So let's.
Strength 10.
Is there any? I've taken no damage. Is there any way you would like to hit?
It's always sensible to go for the body, isn't it?
Well, cool. It's the softest part with the longest track.
Yeah, we'll go with
Okay, so he's got 7 attacks on the body, hitting on 2s. So let's see what hits Matt gets. Which is all of them. So 7 hits. So it's strength 8. He's Ferox, so it's effectively strength 9. And he's in the flank, so it's effectively strength 10. I mean, technically it's strength 8 +2 to damage rolls, but it's just kind of... That does crop up that way sometimes. Oh, there's some 6s in there. So get rid of that 1. Let's start with the 2.
So, 12.
Okay, 12. Direct.
14.
14. Okay, excuse the camera work whilst I do the card. Or maybe I'll video the card. Okay, hopefully you can see that. 14, devastating. Another 2.
2 15s.
2 15s, devastating. Devastating. I'm now compromised.
16 and a 16.
Okay, a 16 is a critical hit. And
Takes you over the top, so it's 2
yeah,
to
so it's 2 critical hits. And then it's another critical hit, which is a critical hit, and over the top it's a straight up engine kill. Cleaved.
What a beast.
Okay, so roll it.
Kill.
7.
I do believe that's a wildfire. I've got no heat, so I'm not
It is
adding
wildfire.
anything to this roll. So let's spin. He's going to spin, oh dear. And he's going to shoot everything he's got into these knights, which is bad. So the
carapace.
The carapace are they're a little bit too close for that, but he's going to fire 4 slugs into those knights with his plasma. So is it Blister 5, Matt?
Yeah, and it specifically says then shoots, not attacks.
Yeah,
So it
so-
can't attack with that power.
Yeah, there is some contention with this. I don't know if that's been FQ'd, but I've always played it with guns. Fists can't shoot. It's wildfire you are firing.
Yeah.
So we score 1 hit. The strength 8. I don't think I get a save at that with 2 knights. I get a 6 up. Rolls a 3, which fails. And then, yeah, roll for damage. So it's a 2, so it's a 10. So the track is still at the bottom. And take a direct hit. Right, and then the beastie falls over.
Yeah.
So this is the interesting bit.
Oh,
He falls this
into
way
the building.
into this building, crash. And his engine killed. And this objective now is up for grabs. Oh, shame we didn't get to see the Reaper do his thing. Okay, so cracking on with the movement phase. Okay, I activated my Reaver. It was like over here for a long bomb charge. It's a full 11 inches because I've got Warlust off. So I'm getting +3 attacks, +3 for the chain fist. I thought long and hard about going for the head, but 17s for crits. I'm going to go for the body. And that's because if I can get VSG burnout, then maybe my knights can come into play later on in the phase if they're still alive. So we're going to do that. I've got 6 attacks. I've got majority of minions in the flank, so I've got that. Ferox, so I'm hitting on 2s in the body. So I've rolled 2 1s, so not great start. But 4 hits into the body. They're effectively strength 10. We've got 2 6s, so these are...
so 13 is your lowest, right? Devastating?
let's see, yeah, so 13 is my lowest.
Well, you don't even need to roll the extra d3s, they're already crits.
No, they're already crits, yeah.
Yeah, so...
yeah, so 113,
yeah, 114, so that's another devastating.
and then 2 crits.
So 1 crit takes me to the top of the chart.
Yep. So it's now compromised in the body, but it is not enough to kill it.
And then another one
Yeah,
takes that
So
over.
it's for 2. So he's got 1 pip left. Close call. I just needed those 2 1s to be 2 hits. Unlucky for some. Okay, but it was a good charge. Happy with that. Okay, Matt chose a charge here with his Reaver. He was super close to the edge of this rock, and you can't bend. You have to move in your straight line, so he's not going to be able to curve in from the edge of that rock. And couldn't get quite within the 2-inch for that. Luckily, I haven't got a charge myself, or a first fire, or anything like that. So not in 2 inches, so even if I can shoot, I can get void. So he made the move, and it didn't quite pay off for him. Matt swept up with this Reaver with another, it was sort of back here, big long bomb charge going into the, we'll see, check the angles in a second, but it's flank or rear. I think it's probably the flank, but we'll double check of my Reaver here. So he's got 3 attacks for the move, he's got 2 for the fist, plus another 2 for his Great Crusade Titans. It is a great coup de grace stratagem. It is super deadly. Okay, so we're going to check the angles. to see what damage Matt can do, and then we'll roll some dice. So 7 attacks coming in. On the body, was it? Yeah. So you get +1 for a fist to hit, don't you? I think instead of +2.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 misses.
Weapon skill of 4, so hitting on 3s. So 5 hits. So majority is in the rear, so they're strength 11 effectively. So 2 2s. We'll start with them.
Yeah.
So 2 13s, which is 2 devastating straight away. Okay, yeah, and then we got 2 5s, which are 2 16s. So they're 2 crits. So compromised, crit, and then off the track and a crit. He's down to his last. So VSG.
And then a 6.
Oh, and you got a 6 as well. So it's engine kill. So that's definitely it. So not hot. So it's a straight up D10. That's a 9. Okay. So. Oh, damn. Okay, so this is D3 plus the Titan's reactor or scale. Catastrophic damage. Magazine detonation. D3 at the Titan's scale. So D3 plus 8. Holy crap. Okay. This is a big explosion.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Let's measure up and see what. You do get voice though. So it's all this lot here. Shame we didn't have some heat, and that would have been great for +3 in the red. But okay, so we're gonna sort this out. Okay, we'll start with the precepts. It's D3 hits at strength 11. It's 2 hits. So location. If it's the body,
Give me a weapon. Give me a weapon. Legs.
The leg. He's all right. Okay.
Oh no, my legs are.
Oh, are they?
Beaten up.
They're beaten up, but he'll survive. So 2 strength 11.
Double ones. Oh.
Oh, okay. So it's a 15 and a 17.
So 15's a crit. So
2 crits.
1.
And a crit point. I think he might be literally on his last legs for that as well.
So crit there.
Yeah.
And then off the chart.
Yeah.
So crit and
crit. So he's on his last points of damage for his body and his legs, but he's still there. He's still alive.
My God.
Okay, so
The knights.
yeah, do the knights. D3 hits.
Oh,
1 hit.
13.
Devastating hit. Takes them to the end of the track, but it doesn't kill one. That's massive for me. Okay, this guy.
My Reaver.
Yeah. 1 hit. Location.
Oh,
That's right. We'll use that. Oh dear. It's the head, and it's a 17, so it's going to take a critical damage.
Yes, it is.
And then this guy is going to take. Has this guy got voids? The hammer guy.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so he's also going to take D3 hits at strength 11. Oh,
Why is it all of my ones I roll really high for?
Beautiful. So he takes 3. Location and damage.
That was on this one.
Sorry, Matt's just sorting out all these points of damage and all these
Forgive
charts.
me while I kill all my own stuff. Right, so location of 3 points.
That's a weapon. So
thank God, because I've got 2 6s.
2 6s. Let's go from the Gatling from left to right over. So it's the hammer, and it's disabled. And then this guy is a smoking hole in the ground. Okay, so crazy ass movement phase of death. It feels more like a combat phase. We're all moved up. Matt really wanted to enact his, what's it called again? Reckless Maverick, and take on the turn spin and smash those knights, but he is immobilised, so it kind of saved my bacon. But he has pushed up here, and he's going to whack him on the head, whack a knight through the gap in that building. So not much I can do about that. And he's got this guy as well, I'm pretty sure, in the front arc of that, especially for shooting. Anyway, so they are not long for this world. This Reaver's pushed up, back up here. And this hound's not moving because the emergency repaired, and he's quite happy to sit there for this phase. So that was moves. We're going to do some repairs, and we'll come back to you. So damage repair done. the only thing really worth talking about is Matt got movement back by taking 1 point of critical damage off his Princeps, but he's still in a bad way. There was just general heat removed. This guy still has no shields. So that was about it really for repairs, and I'm going to go into the combat phase. Okay, so I'm going to start with my knights in the combat phase because, yeah, I mean, there are videos on RedTube that so, 3 Reavers, 2 Knights. Anyone seen that one? Okay, because that's what's going to happen.
Anything to do with fists?
And there's definitely fists in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the melter gun on the Scion guy and hope for the best. So it's the body, and it's a strength 8. It's engine kill. So a little pop shot there, straight into the side. Yeah. So are you hot? You're not, are you? You're on the yellow.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
yellow.
So it's just a D10. It's a 2. Is silenced or something? Laid low. So you will
moves D6 inches in a random direction and falls.
So you will stagger around a bit. So he's going straight back 3. So if Matt can move that pretty much straight backwards. And then it will fall over. Exactly where he is. Now, is that tighter than 2 inches? Looks pretty close to me. Okay, so he collapses where he is. This guy now takes D6 strength. He takes 1 hit.
Blimey.
So it's strength 8 in the flank. So it's in the body. Oh, it's a 4, which is a 5 because you get +1 in the flank, and it's strength 8, so it's a 13 to the body.
Devastating hit.
Which is a devastating hit. And that's it. Engine kill. I've got that pesky Princeps. I'll take that. That's my first. Okay, so yeah, these knights are going to get swatted in a minute. Okay, Matt's stationary warhound, who is now out the orange actually, that's the last turn, is targeting down on here. So you've got 1 bolter at -2 and 1 on 3s. All good.
Yeah, one's fine, one's at -2.
Okay.
Have you got any shields left?
I think I am fully voided. I've been, since getting rid of that Cerastus, I've kind of been left alone for now.
I'll go with the -2 ones first.
Yeah,
then.
sure.
So there's 4.
Yeah.
5 hits.
Yeah. Oh. No, 3's a hit. Oh, that was the -2 one, wasn't it? Yeah, so 5 hits. That's good. It's good for -2. 5. I'd love to push, but I haven't got many Titans left, and all I need to do, I've got 2 Titans left against 5. So I don't really want to be getting a double reactor now, and I've saved them all.
Oh. Okay, the other one then. Hitting on 3s this time. That's 2 misses. So it's 2, 4, 6.
6 this time, okay. Unfortunately, in favour of the brave. I've dropped 3 shields, I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, yeah it is. Shields are down on the Iron Lady, bless her. Okay, nice little activation there from Matt. Going with this hound, on this unshielded Reaver, now he's barraged, which was my own idea, which has turned out to be stupid. It's backfired on me, but I didn't expect this guy to be okay. So I'm going to start with the maximal plasmas. I'm going to need 6s to hit. Just 1 would be nice. No, 2 scatters, but no 1s. So the first one is going, 1 inch, so that's going to be 2?
Yeah.
2 hits.
I reckon so. Yeah, still 2.
And the other one is going that way. We don't know because that was very cocked. It's rolling around across 5.
One.
1 on that one, but that one's voided up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you get your save against that, which is a 4. Void's passed, and I've got 2 hits on this guy in the flank, so they're effectively strength 11.
Yikes.
So I could really do with the body, legs. It's 1 superficial and a 17.
So 1 crit.
1 critical damage. I think I'll fire the bolters. I don't even know if I can do any damage to you. Maybe. So I'm -2 with these. I'm going to pot luck it.
If you go at the body, then on 6s you can get direct.
Yeah, I'm in the flank as well, so I
Well,
can't.
if you go at the legs then.
Yeah, I can't aim because I'm already at -2, so I'm just going to have to go with it. So 5s and 6s for 4 hits with a 6. So location is the legs.
Okay.
So I need what, 5?
6s.
I need 6s. None.
Okay.
So worth a pot shot.
Yeah.
And that was my activation. So Matt's Reaver going in at mine, and I blew the shields quite early on. Don't be fooled by the facing of the model. The base is square on, so he's going to wang a melter cannon on it straight away. And
Wow,
hits for 2.
I actually hit. 2d10.
2d10.
Or 2 and a 5.
2 and a 5, so
So-
strength 11. You're within the scale of your target, so strength 12. Oh, is that the Ferox guy?
No, that's...
No, he's a Corsair. Okay, so 13 and 16
Yeah.
on Thunderchild. What location was it? The head. 13 is a direct, 16 is a devastating.
Okay.
His Reavers are tough.
Is there any pluses to that, mate?
You're at +1 on the head.
Okay. So the lasers then going to go in at him?
Aiming? Or just going to pot luck
Nah,
it?
I'm just going to
Just
pop
gonna pot luck it. So 3's at this range.
What do I want to
Thinking
aim
about
with a gun? Right, no, I won't aim. 1 hit
1 hit.
to the
Legs. Okay. Oh, 14 on the legs. Devastating hit. Thunderchild hanging in there. Not quite
It's
close
more than
enough.
2 inches away. I
Yeah,
can't use that.
swinging that fist, but can't reach. Returning fire with my Reaver, starting with the Gatling. +1 at this range. Oh no, 3 1s. But 3 6s. So 3 hits, 3 voids.
I'm not going to push.
Not going to push. He's confident. He's happy. You're all good. Lasers, I will Shield Bane for what it's worth. For 3. For 2 hits.
I'm not going to push.
4 ups. Makes 1, fails 1. Drops 1 shield. And then the Melter Cannon, straight on top. For a miss. Why do melters miss so much? It's like a thing. 4. I don't think that's going to do anything at all. Man wants to double check, but I'm pretty confident it's way off. Into the rocks, into the Rockies. Okay, and that was my Reaver. So my activations are all done. So it's whatever Matt's got left. So this Reaver, now picking on my Reaver. I've taken damage to the legs and the head, but you're getting no pluses
Just pot luck it then.
on the legs, but you're getting +1 on the head.
I'll just pot luck it.
Pot luck it.
3 hits.
3 hits.
To the body.
To the body.
The only place that hasn't taken any damage. 8, 9, 10.
So on the body, 10 is direct.
And then a 15. No. 8. 13.
13 is devastating.
And a 14.
And a 14, another devastating. Nearly compromised, 1 pip left.
The missiles are going to go at your body.
+2, yeah, aiming up. Hitting on 5s.
1
One
hit.
Strength 6,
No.
7, 8, no damage. Matt's Hammer Reaver clubbing down on this knight here. Just going straight in with the close combats. 2 attacks.
1 hit?
1 hit. It is your Feroxy on this one.
Yeah.
So it's strength 10. It's strength 9 normally, the fist?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so strength 10. Can't save. Right, it's a 2. So it's a 12. It does kill 1. Let's take that one. Let's take a shaking test. It's a pass because the sign is still alive, but you've still got your attacks to carry on with.
I can't see them because of that building.
Yeah, all attacks are done at the same time on a unit.
Okay.
So.
+1 for short range.
Yep.
But -2 for blind barrage.
Mhm.
2 misses.
Okay. They're strength 5, aren't they?
Yeah.
So 1 knight, strength 5, 5 ups. How many?
4. 4.
No saves.
Okay. Well, you got 6 there.
Oh yeah, 1 save. Okay.
So
8.
strength 5 plus 6, 1. So it's strength 6.
Yep.
Because of Ferox. So 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep. Direct.
A 9.
Direct.
And an 11.
11 is directed to the end of its track.
Okay.
There's 1 pip left. I'm all done, mate. Have you got any more activations?
I do. Him.
This guy. Okay.
He is going to target him.
Yep.
So has he got any shields left?
He's got no shield, so
I'll go with my lasers first.
Yep.
If they are within arc.
okay. Can the lasers see over that building? I know the missiles can.
Well, I can see from looking at your model.
Yep.
I can see my lasers.
Great. So -2, straight in. So they're 4s at long range, so 6s to hit.
No hits.
No hits. And then the missiles.
This is just -2.
Yeah. On 5s. 3 hits. So strength 4. Need location and damage. And the legs, read about that 3.
So strength 4, 5, 6, 7. That's gonna be nothing.
Yeah, you need 10s minimum.
So 6s. So nothing.
Okay, and that's all the activations done, isn't it?
Aye.
Okay, so I'm hanging in there, but it's looking good for the Gryphs. We're going to have a look at the end phase and come back. Matt's Hammer Reaver clubbing down on this knight here. Just going straight in with the close combats. 2 attacks.
1 hit.
1 hit. It is your Feroxy on this one.
Yeah.
So it's strength 10. It's strength 9 normally, the fist?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's strength 10. Can't save. Right, it's a 2. So it's a 12. It does kill 1. Let's take that one. Let's take a shaking test. It's a pass because the sign is still alive, but you've still got your attacks to carry on with.
I can't see him because of that building.
Yeah, all attacks are done at the same time on a unit.
Okay.
So.
+1 for short range.
Yep.
But -2 for blind barrage.
Mhm.
2 misses.
Okay. They're strength 5, aren't they?
Yeah.
So 1 knight, strength 5, 5 ups. How many?
4.
4. No saves.
Okay. Well, you got 6 there.
Oh yeah, 1 save. Okay.
So
8.
strength 5 plus 6, 1. So it's strength 6.
Yep.
Because of Ferox. So 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep, direct.
A 9.
Direct.
And an 11.
11 is directed to the end of its track.
Okay.
There's 1 pip left. I'm all done, mate. Have you got any more activations?
I do. Him.
This guy, okay.
He is going to target him.
Yep.
So has he got any shields left?
He's got no shield, so.
I'll go with my lasers first.
Yep.
If they are within arc.
Okay, can the lasers see over that building? I know the missiles can.
Well, I can see from looking at your model.
Yep.
I can see my lasers.
Great. So -2, straight in. So they're 4s at long range, so 6s to hit.
No hits.
No hits. And then the missiles.
This is just -2.
Yeah. On 5s. 3 hits. So strength 4. Need location and damage. And the legs, read about that 3.
So strength 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be nothing.
Yeah, you need 10s minimum.
So 6s, so nothing.
Okay, and that's all the activations done, isn't it?
Aye.
Okay, so I'm hanging in there, but it's looking good for the Gryphs. We're going to have a look at the end phase and come back to you. Okay, so the only critical damage to do was a little spin move here on the Reaver, spinning to the right. And that is the end of turn 3. You can see Matt has got a great position really on all sides of the board. I've got 2 Titans left and a single Knight. It's not looking great for the Mortis. We'll see you in turn 4. Okay, turn 4, first player roll off. I've got a 10, Matt's got a 9.
It's the one time I get a good roll.
I mean, he's doing all right, so I'm not going to feel sorry for him. But yeah, I mean, I'm
change. It is Titanicus.
It is Titanicus, but I'm in this right. I'm going down. I'm going to try and take down whatever I can. So we're going to come back to you after some strats and orders. Okay, strats and orders done, and I went first. I went for a charge, and the thinking behind that was Matt's got voids, first fire's going to do nothing, he's just going to charge into me anyway, so why not just get one on first and we'll see who ends up on top, probably the one with the fist. And then, yeah, so 2 charges there, charge and charge, and then Matt's got a little charge one on this guy here. Wherever I do, I'm going to lose something, so it'll probably be the Knight, which is a shame. And then there was no other orders, so our hound's just hanging around, and this guy loitering around at the back here. So no strats either. I've got 1 left. Matt's done all yours? Yours are done, aren't they? All your stratagems?
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether I should put a charge on him.
Just thinking about it.
I mean, I'm more than 9 inches away, so...
Yeah.
But it might make you think about doing something different with him.
Okay. Let's have a think, and we'll
I
see what he does. He's going to do it. He's going to. Okay, we'll roll for this on camera.
With a charge. Fail.
Failed it. Okay. Are you within? Oh, no, it doesn't matter anyway, does it? No. So okay, that's sorted that one out. Yeah, I declared quite early on that I was doing no more orders and left it to Matt. So that's strats and orders. We're going to do some moves. So little move cut in. I'm doing the chart. I have got some sort of plan, which doesn't mean a lot for me, but I have one. So I'm charging in. I'll get no bonus attacks, so I'm getting D3 smash attacks for 2. 2 is hopefully okay. I'm going to target the fist. I'm Ferox, so I'm going to be hitting on 3s for 1 hit. So what do I need to disable a fist, mate?
10.
I need a 10, so I'm scale 8 plus 1 for a smash attack, which is 9, plus some Ferox, so strength 10, so don't roll long. Okay, great, disabled the fist. So that means that Matt can't use it on his charge. Now I know he can repair it, but that's fine. It means he'll have to use a smash attack on the charge. So that's good for me. Okay, a little movement cut in there. We're going to carry on with moves. So Matt's doing his charge. You might have seen a little dice there.
Got a 1.
D3. He's opened up the space as well for this guy, knowing this guy's got no shields. So he's future-proofing his move. He's got 1 hit with a smash attack. So roll to hit. Are you Ferox?
I've got a 1.
Oh, he's got a 1.
Terrific.
Okay, so that stops some pain. Okay, that was good. The plan is kind of working. Okay, and then I go back to the rest of the moves around the table. There is still another charge to go. Okay, movement phase complete. We'll start over here. So you saw the double charges, and then this guy's moved in for a complete car park. Not much chance of getting out of that one, but we'll see what I can do. Okay, so I swung my knight round all the way around here to get out of this charge. Matt just moved forward onto the 10-point objective, and then Matt went to wiggle his way out and boosted movement and rolled a machine spirit, which basically he ended up taking repair roll. So I kept that pesky knight in the back there now. I pushed up with this hound, and Matt boosted his move and went flanking here. So not a great position for me. This is a Ferox hound. Ferox hound? It's a Ferox hound. So those bolters have got the extra strength, and it's in the flank. You can do a lot of damage with 12 dice there. So that's the moose. We're going to do some repairs. So repair phase overview. Again, it's not the most interesting part of the game unless you're here seeing it all, and there's not much to say bar this guy was in the orange for his movement. He rolled a double, so he's in the orange, and you've dropped your voids again, haven't you? Drop the voids, but taken no damage. And then I didn't have anything to do. My Reaver was fine, so we're going to go straight into the combat phase. I'm going to start with my Reaver. So my whole plan was to stop the fist from hitting me, and then I get to go first in this turn, and now I can fire all my weapons plus a smash attack into that Reaver and hope for the best. I am Ferox. Even without close combat weapons, a gun Ferox Reaver is very dangerous. So the big part of this plan is hitting with the melter gun first. If that doesn't work, then the whole plan kind of goes to pot. So I'm going to position it over the 2 here. Now I can, now he's in there. So it'll be 2 hits on this guy, 1 on this guy. I'm going to use my ballistic skill because I'm Ferox and hope for the best. So I've got the hit. So it's 2 hits on this guy, 1 hit on this guy. So I'm going to start with this guy first and do the 1. So he's within 2 inches now. So it's the leg and it's superficial. Okay, so it is melter. It is leg, and it is a 5. It's a D10 at this range. So it's strength 11, 12 for being Ferox, 17. So that's a crit on the leg. Okay. So all the focus firing is going on that other one. So it's 2d10, so roll this twice. So it's effectively a strength 12 weapon plus 2d10. So a 20, which is a crit, and it's in the leg. And another as a 9, so it's a 20 something. So it's 2 crits on the leg on that Reaver.
So it's that one. 1, 2.
Okay, so I'm going to go for the smash attacks into the legs on this Reaver now.
On this one?
Yeah, so D3 for 1, hitting on a 3. It hits on a 5. So are there any pluses to this at this point? On the legs?
On him?
Yeah.
Sorry?
So hit with the smash attack, and Ferox Reaver, so it's scale +1 is 9, plus Ferox is 10, plus I've got +1 for damage at this point, so it's effectively strength 11 on the legs. 11, 14. So devastating. So I've got 2 guns left. I'm going to go in with the lasers. I'm going to aim on the legs. So I'm hitting at 4s. Because I'm aiming, so ballistic skill of 3, aiming for -1. Cock dice. So 1 hit, 1 miss. Strength 8, Ferox is strength 9, +3, so strength 12. 14.
Devastating.
So it turns into a crit. It's got 1 pip left. Gatlings. Okay, these are +1 to hit at short range. So I'm still hitting on 3s, aiming at the leg. We have only 2 hits. So these are strength 5, strength 6 for Ferox. So strength 9 in total. So 9, a 13 and a 14. So it should be enough to engine kill. It's not hot at all, is it, Matt?
No.
No, so D10, it dies.
Engine kill.
It's a 4. Which I have no idea what that is. Laid low. So it has a walk.
In a random direction.
Random direction. It goes crashing into my Reaver. So it does D6 hits at scale. Does 1 hit at strength 8, which is superficial wherever it would, and then it falls, crashes into the rock, and dies. Ugh. So the plan worked, but unfortunately, I've still got another Reaver to deal with. That objective is currently contested. Okay, Matt's returning and attacking with his Reaver into my Reaver, and he's starting with his fist.
Into your body.
Into the body. 2 hits. Actually, one will miss because it's only +1, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not, are you?
No, it's Corsair.
He's Corsair, so 1 hit into the body.
Oh, it's a 6.
It's a 6. So, strength, 9. 9, so it's 11 because I've got +2 on the damage. So it's a critical hit. So it goes to 2 critical hits because I've run out track.
Okay.
And then you concussive, you whack me. So roll a d6 and see what happens to me. So it's a 6, so I think I move. It's 1 to his left, 3, 4 is back.
6.
So I spin to the right.
Um,
Continue the onslaught.
The lasers?
Yep. Aiming into the body?
Yeah.
So it falls for 2 hits. These are strength 11 effectively. 1 superficial, 1 critical hit, which engine kills me, takes me off the track. D10 it.
Engine kill.
It's a 6. I think that's wildfire.
It is.
Okay. So I spin all the way around here.
That could still get me an arc.
But you do it. It's forward arc. I think all the shooting's done in forward arc for wildfire. You shoot the way you're facing. I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, you're basically picking your targets. Otherwise.
Yeah, it just says that's within its arc, and that's got a 360-degree arc.
All right. Okay. Interesting. So, lasers it is then.
Okay.
So, if there was anything else closer in its front arc, I imagine everything else would have to fire forward.
Well, I
you
don't know,
pick your
'cause
target.
that is still it'll be the closest thing to him
arc,
within
yeah.
360 degrees.
So it's the only weapon that has something in arc. So Ballistic 5, isn't it? Let us know in the comments if you think we've got that right or wrong. That's a really interesting point. Okay, so I've managed to hit twice. Location is the legs.
Which is the other compromised place.
Okay.
There's no pluses to it, but it's already taken a crit.
Okay, so strength 8. Oh dear. 8. 13
Devastating.
and 14.
Devastating again.
So it's now compromised, but still standing.
Yes.
And does it fall after wildfire? I think it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It crashes sideways into the rock. And Thunderchild is no more, leaving Matt's Reaver to hold that objective with little or no competition at all. So I'm going in with my Knight and doing some rear action on this Reaver. So I'm going to start with the little melter gun and see what that does. Oh, it's a weapon. So it will only be able to reach these 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the Gatling, and it's a strength 8. Oh, I rolled a 4, isn't it? Because it hits automatically. So it's a 12. So it'll be
Weapon disabled.
disabled. Then I've got 1 attack with the thing. So have I got any pluses to any locations?
No.
No. Tough one. So I'm gonna go for the legs because let's try and stop you moving. Or have you got voids? No, you blew those by the looks of it. Okay, I'm gonna do for the legs and try and stop you moving. So let's try and hit with the melee weapon, which hits 7 plus 2, so strength 9 in the rear. 9, so it's a 12 on the legs. And then let's try and shoot the melter gun into it. So weapon skill of 3, aiming, so I need a 4. And misses. So lackluster there with the Knight. Max activation, and he's going to pour some missiles over here onto this hound. So -2 from building, and he's got 1, 2 hits. Okay, so my voids are down. It's in the flank. Let's see what we can do. 1 superficial, but 6.
Leg.
So that's strength 4.
4 plus 1 for flank.
Yeah.
So 5.
So an 11 on the leg. That is a direct hit.
Okay.
Okay.
That's that.
That is that. I've got nothing else I can do, so I think Matt's only got. Oh, you've got this guy that can activate, haven't you, as well? You got 2?
Yeah, so that's got no line of sight.
Okay.
He's smaller scale.
And the other
I
gun's
can't
busted.
smash
Okay.
him.
No, because it's front arc only.
So then no.
So straight in with a hound. Okay. So flank shots within 2 inches. So your bolters are strength 4 plus your ferox, and you're within, so it'll be 5 plus in the flanks. They're strength 6 bolters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one?
Yep. Hit on 2s at this range.
But 1/6.
Okay.
So 6.
There's 1 in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just put it back in because of the 6.
Oh, the 6, yeah, sure. So
6.
6, strength 6.
Oh,
And roll location. It's the body. So a couple of 1s, another 1 in there. 11 and 2 12s.
And 2 12s.
Direct and 2 devastatings. 1, 2, 1, 2. Compromised.
I'm going to go for your body now.
Now he's aiming. He's making these now strength 9 effectively. So these will be hitting on 3s because you're aiming.
I'm +1 to hit.
But minus 1
minus
to
1.
hit. Yeah.
So
it goes back to 3s.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 hits into the body. Effectively strength 9.
Oh,
3 ones. Okay.
9, 10, 11.
Okay, at 11 is a direct. So it turns to a critical.
A 12.
A 12 is a devastating, so it turns into a critical.
And a 14.
And a 14 is a critical hit, which is enough to take it off the edge.
Engine
kill. D10 it.
Oh,
It's a 7. I think that's another wildfire. I'm not hot, so there's no pluses to
It
this.
is another one.
Okay, spin it. Turning around here, he's going to fire all his guns into that building, and then he's going to fall. Falls. This way onto this guy. So it's going to fall down here, and then it's a 2-inch corridor either side. So it's going to smash into the Warhound for D6 hits. Oh, 6 hits. But they're strength 6 only. They're not catastrophic. Location is the head. So 6, they're not going to do anything. I think, what, 11's minimum?
11 minimum, yeah.
So 6, no, no. So all we've got is a 112 on the head.
Is it direct?
Yeah. Falling Warhounds aren't too scary. Not unless you've got loads of damage already. So my Titans are all gone. I've got 1 knight left. I'm not giving up. It's all to play for.
You can do it.
He is 1 motivated scion. Okay, so that's the end of the combat phase. Have you got any critical damage? We'll have a look, we'll come back. So in the end phase, there's just a couple of little spin moves here from stabilizers damage. I'm first player. Does the game continue? It ends on a 9 or a 10. It's a 5. We're going to go into round 5 with 1 knight. He's going to take out 4 Titans. Super Knight. Here we
Roll
go.
for it.
Okay, turn 5. This could all be over. As you can see, the Gryphs have dominated the battlefield. I have 1 knight left. Let's go for a massive initiative roll. Matt's got an 8. Oh, I've got an 8. It's a draw. Forced to re-roll.
I've got a 4.
I've got a 4.
Oh my god.
It's another re-roll. I've got a 10.
Oh.
Got
What a surprise!
Yes.
You got first turn.
I'm going for it. Super Knight.
Every turn.
Okay, so I can't win the game, but can I try and score? So, yeah, what do I do? Okay, come back after some strats. Very quick strats and orders. None from Matt. All I did was a full stride on this scion, and that was it. So, we're going to go into possibly the last movement phase of the game. So quick moves, I'm going run rabbit style. Can he make it? Can he hold on? Everything else is kind of lined up on him to take out one Questoris Knight. Matt is sitting on all 3 of his scoring objectives. So I think he's going to get the perfect score.
Unless
Unless
I have a Warhound in the orange.
in the orange. Okay, so we're going to go straight into that because the other repairs are not going to affect the other Titans. It's a 3.
Power failure.
Do you have voids?
I don't have voids.
Okay, so it goes to D3.
D3 strength 9.
Okay, so if he rolls 3, he rolls 1. He'll be fine. Strength 9 hits the body. So
That's gonna be a crit.
14 plus whatever it's got on the damage track.
Yeah, it's a crit.
So it's a crit, but he's okay. He's alright. So Matt's going to do his other repairs quickly. It's not going to affect those Titans. And then let's see what happens. Repairs done. It is the final combat phase. This Questorus Knight has 1 pip of damage left. Yes. Can you? I mean, he's going to go. Can you sort of stick him sort of in that cornery? Try and avoid at least maybe shooting from this guy. But he's got these 2 and these. So there's nothing else really to do. It's just whatever order Matt would like to go for the kill.
Let's start with this guy.
This guy. So where would you like to start with? Bolters or
Mega Bolters?
clink it off with the strength 4s?
6.
Lots of
1,
hits.
2, 3, 4,
5 hits.
5.
Okay. So I have 1 knight and he's a strength 4. I have a 5-up save. How many was it, mate? 5?
5.
Okay. 5 5s coming up. Okay, 2.
Okay.
So 3 go through. They are. Oh, here we go. What do you get? What do you get? What do you get?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Nope.
Another 7.
No.
And an 8.
And an 8? No, you need a 9.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So he's Gatling.
Yeah. 6 shots coming in on 3s. Oh, he's missed with a few. He's got 3 hits.
Fully
Okay,
off.
these are now strength 5. So, again, I've got 5-up saves.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, yeah, hold on. So how many was it? 4? Was it 3?
Just 3.
3 5-up saves. He makes 2. Oh, he
I think I got him.
6 down.
Oh no.
And that is the end of the game. Matt with a stunning victory. It's going to be 100% points for Matt, but I've scored a few myself, but it's not obviously that many. So we're going to tot it up, and have a little chat with you in a minute. Okay, guys, so that was the game, and yeah, I got smashed, absolutely smashed. But I thought it was a really good game. I thought it was really enjoyable. Obviously, lots of engine kills, which is what we want. Matt scored 100% points, so we had 25 points for engine kills. He took the lot, so 25 points. He also managed to score the 2 5-point objectives and his 10-pointer for another 20, so Matt scored 45. I, on the other hand, got 13 points, so I got 10 for percentage of kills, and I played, at the very end, a score to settle, my last stratagem, which 3 units killed, which gave me 3 more points. So that was the game. I hope you enjoyed it. Talking points, Matt? What you got?
I think there was quite a few good talking points for our
Mm-hmm.
there were, at turn 3, when you played a killer move with that Reaver against my 2 Reavers, I was thinking, I'm dead here. And then meandering that little knight around out of everything that I could possibly do, and then managed to get him to awaken my machine spirit, it kind of just nerfed me.
Yeah.
And on all the things that I wanted to do in that turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the Reaver move, so knowing that I was getting ganged up on, and especially I was going to get charged as well, just taking the fist out, you know it's probably going to get repaired. But when Matt counter-attacks with a charge, he's only got a smash attack now. It's very hard. I don't even know if it's possible. It probably is if you maxed out to kill a fresh Reaver with a smash attack. So by taking out the fist, knowing that I was going next, I could disable the weapon, not suffer any damage myself, fine. And then knowing that I was going to go in with all my guns, and with a Ferox, even with guns at range, they are uber good. So that was probably my only.
There were
good
some
move.
killer combos as well.
Yeah.
Some of your strat combos were.
Yeah, they were okay.
Pretty
Unfortunately, so I really screwed up on the dominant strategist, and Matt, all credit to him, took advantage of it as a good player should. So I paid for that, and it hurt me big time because it got Matt some good kills early on when he needed it, and it gave him some good momentum. So credit to Matt for that. I kind of thought, yeah, I'll go first, and I'll go into the movement phase. You can enact that at the beginning of any phase. So that was my mistake. Matt pounced on it, good on him, and used it to good effect. That's the whole point of those kind of things. We were talking about squadrons, weren't we?
Yeah.
Matt was kind of like...
So this is the second time that I've played against you with a squadron. And it's the second time that I've seen squadrons used to a really, really good effect. And in our first game, you charged one of my Reavers with the full squadron of 3 hounds. And you absolutely mullered it. And we worked out that if you play it with certain strategies as well, you can end up with 26 attacks. Yeah,
so a Gryphonicus squadron can, because you can use the Great Crusade Titans, so you're effectively getting +2 attacks, and it's per unit, that, isn't it? So they're a unit each. So oh no, it's not quite 26 because you don't get the plus movement like I do. So the Mortis can have the +2 movement to stratagem.
Or traitor.
Or traitor, traitor, yeah, absolutely. +2 to boosted movement stratagem. So a push warhound,
charge.
Yeah,
to
15
to 15
inch with
charge.
an inch range for the smash attack. So you know, again, +3 for that, plus D3. They're all going in. You activate them one at a time, so your opponent doesn't get a chance to get out of the way after the first one does. They all then do their attacks.
And then if they're Ferox as well, and you're getting multiple different angles, you're getting flank pluses, you're getting rear bonuses, you're getting Ferox bonuses as well. And you're hitting on your weapon skill rather than
ballistic skill,
rather than your weapon skill.
Yeah. So a squadron charge of warhounds is awesome if you can get it. Now I didn't get to show it this game, unfortunately. Matt did really well. I managed to get into them really quickly and nullify them before I could start. Because I keep them kind of generally separate. So they do that thing in Jurassic Park where the guy's got the raptor in front of him and he's got the other 2 either side and he says clever girl and all that stuff. So you've got the 2 that you can't shoot and the 1 that you can, and fine, I'm happy with losing 1 and the other 2 have got you. I don't really like them, all 3 of them bunched up and getting templates on them and stripping their shields really quickly. So Matt was out activating me by a good 2 because of it. Was it the right thing to do? We
Which
don't
is
know.
the pros and cons, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you squadron them,
Mass
then
firepower.
you lose 2 activations, but you're getting plasma shots at colossal strength.
You can bring the hurt. So yes, this game they look terrible, but they have got some. Like so Matt was saying, there is plus points and there's negative points, and every game will be different. And if you can run them better than I can, then yeah, you can get some good use out of them. Squadrons, dominant strategists, Great Crusade Titans. What stratagem?
Yeah. So again, you're the victim of your own downfall. This because he's the one that told me about playing that card to get an extra 2 attacks when charging with a Titan is cracking. Especially when you consider that my Reavers, my entire battle maniple is all combat based. So getting charge orders,
big charges, long charges, long
massive
bomb charges, getting 2 is a lot. 2 extra attacks is a lot. You got a chain fist, that's 5 minimum. Even if you don't go anywhere, you move 9. It's another 3. It's 8. If you're getting 7 to 8 attacks with a Reaver on the charge, you can one-shot something.
Well, it did.
Yeah. Well,
a
as
warlord,
you saw,
a fully fresh
warlord. You can do that more often than not when you charge something. Unless it's a warhound or something small, it's very hard to one-shot a Reaver or a warlord. So that stratagem is awesome, and you actually got I think got several charges off at the same turn with it. Yeah. So it wasn't just the 1, and that's when I started crumbling. So very good stratagem, good list, good strong list with the 2 mana pools. 2 mana pools in bigger games, I think it's definitely something to go. It was great having a support warlord, but if I spent that points and had 2 mana pools, getting 2 Princeps traits is pretty massive. Yeah.
So by taking the Corsair, it means I could get the 5 Reavers in. But you were saying about taking 2 Venators with Gryphonicus giving you the ability to upgrade a Warhound to a Reaver.
Yeah, and then
means you've got to have the 2 Hounds in there
Yeah.
in a 2,000 point, which means I won't get the 5 Reavers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I personally think Venator is a far stronger mana pool than Corsair, but the Corsair does have its bonuses.
It does, yeah.
But then, you know, I also think being able to move all these different directions, like we were talking about earlier, the whole Titanicus is so movement and direction based that if you don't use those, you might as well just go play 40k or Heresy.
Yeah.
And I think it's great to play it in these ways. And
Yeah, there's a lot of off-camera, very intricate looking at moves and planning moves and things like that. And you've got to be very aware that when something's in a straight line or forward arc, you can't bend round terrain. You've got to follow those lines. And yes, you've got a big angle for a forward arc, but it's still in that line. You can't just go twisting around. So there's lots of very intricate
and if you
planning
can
and plotting.
move along this line, it brings you within 2 inches, but then you're out of arcs.
Yeah.
it's really difficult to make it work.
That's why one of the reasons we do the movement off camera, it kind of speeds things up for us, plus it gives us time to actually play the game as well and stand there and think, and that it's all very well. I know some people might enjoy seeing all that stuff, but you know, we want to have a game, we want to enjoy that and try and get things right as well. So it's a very intense game, it's excellent. Unfortunately all my best moves came when it was too late. Matt got stuck into me quickly and did the job, so GG, good game. And we'll see you next time for
More thrills
more spills
and more engine kills.